Welcome to Vivid Voices, where we bring you peaceful stories to help you drift off into a restful sleep. Tonight, we embark on a journey with the legendary detective Sherlock Holmes as he solves intriguing mysteries with his unwavering wit and sharp mind. Sit back, close your eyes, and let the mysteries unfold gently, guiding you into a peaceful slumber. It was a misty evening in London, and the famous Baker Street was quiet except for the soft sound of footsteps on the cobblestone path. Inside 221B Baker Street, Sherlock Holmes sat in his armchair, a figure of calm focus, his pipe curling gentle wisps of smoke into the air. Across from him sat his loyal companion, Dr. John Watson, ever ready for the next mystery. The fire crackled softly as Holmes leaned forward, his sharp eyes gleaming with thought. "The game is afoot," he murmured, signaling that yet another mystery had come to their door. And so we begin with the arrival of a most unusual client, the King of Bohemia, disguised but clearly in need of Holmes' expertise. The king had once been involved with a beautiful opera singer named Irene Adler, and now his secrets were at risk of being exposed. He needed Holmes to recover a photograph that could jeopardize his royal engagement. Holmes, ever the master of disguise, infiltrated Irene's home, using his brilliant mind to trick her into revealing the photo's location. But Irene Adler was no ordinary adversary. She outwitted Holmes and left the country, forever earning his respect as the woman who could match his intellect. With that case closed, the next day brought another curious visitor. Jabez Wilson, a pawnbroker with a striking head of red hair, arrived with a bizarre story about the Red-Headed League. Hired to copy the Encyclopedia Britannica, Wilson was suddenly dismissed without explanation. Intrigued by the odd nature of the case, Holmes quickly uncovered a plan far more sinister. The League had been a ruse to keep Wilson occupied while criminals dug a tunnel beneath his shop to rob a nearby bank. With Holmes's sharp deductions and swift action, the criminals were caught, and the mystery was solved. But the cases didn't stop there. One day, a young woman named Mary Sutherland came to Holmes with a heart full of worry. Her fiancé, Hosmer Angel, had vanished mysteriously on the day they were to wed. Holmes, with his keen eye for detail, soon realized that Hosmer was none other than Mary's own stepfather in disguise. In a cruel trick, he had pretended to be her suitor to prevent her from marrying and claiming her inheritance. Though the truth was painful for Mary, Holmes had once again unmasked deception and brought clarity to a confusing case. Holmes' adventures continued with a journey to the peaceful countryside of Boscombe Valley, where a father was found murdered and his son accused of the crime. But as Holmes observed the details, footprints, the angle of the blows, and the victim's final words, he unraveled the truth. The real murderer was a friend of the family, driven by an old grudge. With Holmes' intervention, the son was freed and justice was quietly served. On a stormy evening, Holmes found himself face to face with a darker threat, the 5 orange pips. A young man named John Openshaw came to him, terrified by mysterious letters his family had received, each containing 5 orange pips. Each letter was followed by a death, and John feared he would be next. Holmes linked the letters to the Ku Klux Klan, and though he solved the puzzle, tragedy struck too soon. John was found dead, and the murderers met their own fate at sea. Though justice was poetic, the sadness of the case lingered in the air. Soon after, a peculiar case of a missing husband led Holmes and Watson into the murky underworld of London's opium dens. Kate Whitney, desperate to find her husband, Isa, led Holmes to the discovery of another disappearance, Neville St. Clair. His wife believed him lost, but Holmes uncovered that Neville had been living a double life as a beggar, hiding his true identity from his family. With the mystery resolved, Neville returned to his family, leaving his secret life behind. One cold winter day, a blue carbuncle, a precious gem, found its way into Holmes' hands, hidden inside a goose. The gem had been stolen from the Countess of Morcar, and an innocent man was accused of the theft. Holmes traced the goose's journey through the streets of London, discovering that a hotel worker named James Ryder was the true thief. Despite Ryder's guilt, Holmes, in his wisdom, decided that the fear Ryder had already experienced was punishment enough. The gem was returned, and Christmas was saved for all. Then came the eerie case of the Speckled band. A young woman named Helen Stoner feared for her life after her sister's mysterious death in their family home. Holmes and Watson ventured to her countryside estate, where they discovered that her stepfather, Dr. Grimesby Roylott, had been using a venomous snake to kill his stepdaughters and secure their inheritance. Holmes stopped the deadly plot in time, and the serpent turned on its master, ending the danger once and for all. Holmes's cases grew more intricate as time went on, including the terrifying ordeal of an engineer, Victor Hatherley, who had nearly lost his thumb while working on a secretive hydraulic press. Holmes uncovered a counterfeiting operation behind the crime, but the criminals managed to flee before they could be caught. As the moon rose higher in the night sky, Holmes and Watson continued their adventures, resolving the mystery of a missing bride, uncovering the truth behind a broken coronet, and saving a young governess from danger at a strange, secluded estate known as the Copper Beeches. Each case ended not with fanfare, but with a sense of quiet satisfaction. The streets of London were a little safer, and Holmes's sharp mind had once again brought order to the chaos. As the fire in the hearth flickered and dimmed, Holmes rested in his chair, the day's work done. And so, the adventures of Sherlock Holmes drifted softly into the night, leaving you, dear listener, to fall gently into sleep, wrapped in the warmth of a tale well told. Close your eyes now, let your mind relax, and allow the gentle cadence of Sherlock's adventures to carry you into a peaceful, restful sleep. Good night.